I hadn't read at Geist, but I had said to my wife since I was a runner, I always wanted to be involved in the planning of a race, but never knew how to do it. And she said, I was looking through the At Geist magazine, and they said that very thing. She said, here's your chance. And that first night was at Bird Ford, and all these people none of us knew. You and I didn't know each other, and I didn't know any other people. And we were in the room going, do we really know what we're getting into? And next thing you know, we're going to plan our next meeting. And this was going to happen, and it was exciting. I'll always remember it just because we started something from nothing, from an idea that you had. And we had all these people with various talents and skills and ambitions and abilities, and started organizing a race. It's been a great experience because it's kind of one of those things where you see a race and you say, gosh, I wish they'd do this, or gosh, I wish they'd do that. And now I'm involved in actually having a voice in that, saying, hey, why don't we do this, or hey, why don't we try that? And the neat thing about our board is such a diverse group of people that people come up with ideas and like, oh, that's a great idea. And I think we're to the point now where we know basically what the race is about, but I think we always put a new twist on it. You know, there's always something new that we add to it. One of my favorite parts of a race is the beginning. You have this sea of humanity, all these people nervous and ready to go, and you know, you're on the Oleo Bridge. And I remember that first year, I had my walkie-talkie and I heard them say, the race has begun, which was so exciting after all the work we had done to hear that this race was actually going to go off and that I was part of it and that we had put together this race. So one of the things I really like is that we give the money back to the schools. You know, a lot of these races that I do, obviously the organizers are the ones that make the money, but I like that we're giving it back to the schools, and it's neat to see all these kids involved. I wish they'd had something like that when I was that age to be involved in and, you know, be healthy. The neat thing for me as a dad is my 10-year-old's doing the half marathon this year, which at 10 years old I wasn't running. If you're looking for a race that is very scenic, I also think it's not one of those events where you have all these elite athletes. I know there are elite athletes, which is neat because you're seeing the elite athletes come to this race too, but you know, your neighbors running it, or friends running it. It doesn't matter what time that you finish in. It's just that you finish the race. And I'm seeing more and more there are people that are doing this race that have never done a race. And who cares if they walk? I mean, it's a beautiful walk. What a great way to spend a Saturday morning.